The world is stranger than frictions. Daniel Kish, tongue clicking. When you close your eyes, I would like you to close your eyes and imagine that when you open your eyes at this moment, you cannot see. What can you do then? And you lose your vision. I always want to know, is the secondary vision possible? So, apart from the optical vision, seeing by eyes, you are now as blind as a bat. The technique is first no one heard of. Daniel Kish tell us that you can have the ability for all of us, for all the humans, fellows, humans, for all the disabled, for all the humans who suffer disability, and to see again by echolocation. Echolocation is like bats. It is like in the animal world, a sea creature, whale songs. Their songs is heard across the ocean. Dolphins even have more sophisticated sonar than just by hearing using ears. Echolocation. When Daniel Kish tongue clicking, you instantaneously able to tell whether the object is close by, on your left, on your right. There's all different sonar such as a long range, and vocal sonar. When the vocal sonar hit the object as such, it's like a progressive scan, and it gives you great deal of detail of where the object is, the brief precision of the object, and the vocal. There's more than just a tongue click. The option is yours. And frankly, when you close your eyes, your worlds become pitch dark. And tongue clicking, I am going to start, and maybe based on Daniel Kish techniques, maybe there's some multiplication. When I've mentioned the secondary vision, what if the optical vision is not an option? The only drawback of Daniel Kish techniques is that if there's no sound, there's no tongue click, there will be no vision. And the reason to multiply Daniel Kish techniques is, in the case of no sound, what can you do? You cannot tongue click, and there's no sound wave bouncing back. There is no hearing. The hearing is not, when the hearing is not an option. Seeing it with our mind is really interesting, as a lot of musicians play music. They close their eyes. What do you see when you're in a song, when you're in a opera? I have to be very honest that even though the vision we receive when the eyes is closed, it's nothing as what this camera is capturing. this camera is capturing trees, contrast of light and dark, colors, seasons, birds singing, birds fly-bys, clouds, the grading color of sunset. There's nothing like it. So it's a very cherished senses when your eyes is able to see clearly, and when only reasons that you want a secondary vision, probably you are going to make this become a weapon, a lethal weapon. It is a lethal weapon indeed. When you close your eyes, you can still see your opponents. Your reaction will be way faster, smoother. Your attack will be way more devastating to your opponents. It is true. It's also true that you could see with your mind eyes the shackles. So what do you see? Tell me the truth when you close your eyes. Tell you the truth, I can only see a brief abbreviation, and it's not consistent. That's like you lose. That's like you can do it in this instant, and there's no guarantee that you could do that again. So what's the use of it? And but anyhow, I'm going to practice Daniel Kish techniques and introduce a little modification to it to solve the tongue clicking drawback. Tongue clicking is depend on sound. It's not all circumstances you can make a sound, make a click. So I hope, for instance, 3 tongue clicking is grouped together into one. Each about, you could tongue click it in straight line. You just remember it. Where you start, you need to remember it. When you sonar progressively, you just remember the direction you are scanning, and also you provide a meaningful mathematic basis on your tongue clicking. The rest should be a hardwire in our brain, which our brain will respond and proceed with the processing, and you simply tell your mind and instruct your brain that our eyes is out, and when the moment I open my eyes, there will be no eyesight. And so it's very interesting. If you never heard of tongue clicking, and search Daniel Kish, and it's a whole new world.